Hey, so it's been a minute. Decided I would do a little review on this Power of the Primes. Rodimus came across him in a Walmart by chance. I had been looking for him just a little bit because I was kind of intrigued by what he would look like. And here he goes, and here he is with everybody, all my other little Rodimuses and all this kind of stuff. Here you go right here. This is a good look. You got the MP Rodimus right here in his hot rod format. And then, of course, you have my personal favorite, Carry, right here. And as you can see, he's a little bit shorter than both, although his shoulders are quite taller than everyone else. He hits those motherfucking deltoids. Like, he stays on them deltoids. He's on them. He's not stopping. He's doing them shoulder exercises, y'all. So in order of tallest to shortest, you know, you got your Carry right there. You got your MP right there. And then, of course, you have your Power of the Primes. Now, understand this is not meant to be an MP replacement or anything of the sort, but just because he is of a pretty good size, he is like a leader class size figure when completely combined, I felt, why not go ahead and draw that comparison, right? So you're not really going to get much in the way of paint on a Hasbro retail figure for the most part, okay? So let's just forego any concerns of that. I mean, well, let's be real. He does have a little bit of paint there, right? And I think this is probably paint here. It doesn't look like a decal. It might be decal. I don't know. I don't fucking know. This is definitely paint, and that's about it as far as I can tell. If I come across any other paint as we go, we'll just point out there. Oh yeah, paint back here. All right, so there you go, a little bit of paint on these little bits right there that goes to his transformation. Okay. That aside, he's pretty chunky. He's pretty hefty. I kind of dig him. Paint on the oh snaps. He's got paint on his hands too. Hey, this guy's painting it up. He's a painter. He's a painted guy. And he got a little bit of paint right there. So I think that's pretty much all the major paint. There might be some more paint here and there as we come across those bits of paint like under here for purpose of the transformation. We'll point those out, but it's not really a heavily painted figure. But still, it's kind of surprising for Hasbro, right? Right. I was surprised at how much I enjoyed this figure. Like, I didn't think that I would. I mean, it's Rodimus, so I had to get it. I'm not going to say that I got to get all hot rods, Michael Bay. But as far as this hot rod goes, yeah, I definitely wanted to get him, and I definitely enjoyed having him in hand. I enjoyed him in my hand. I may be a little bit biased, okay, because I am a hot rod fan. I love Rodimus. I do not like Michael Bay style Rodimuses. I do not like Cybertron, Transformer Cybertron type Rodimuses and all that. So I'm more like the standard line of Rodimuses, even though the animated version was kind of cool too. But that all aside, this is actually a pretty decent figure. I don't think it's a $40 figure, but whatever. What I will say is he's a lot of fun. And I think that's the most important thing, right? More than anything. I mean, it's got flaws, drawbacks, like this big gaping world behind him. And then you got a little bit of waffling inside of here. But I can kind of look past it because when you go to the inside of his legs, like in here, there's no empty space. Well, there's probably space right now. There's no empty space inside here, which you would usually see inside of a hot rod figure, right? Or just any Hasbro figure of late, right? Now, when you get to the actual hot rod figure, it's kind of a drawback, but we'll get into that when we get into that. So let's take a look at the mold scope and everything as such. There's a lot to take notice of on this guy. We're going off of mount. And these areas up here, you got a little bit of line work. It's pretty cool. A little bit of detail and some cool little stickers. So that's pretty great, right? The wheels are not a hard rubber or anything like that. It's just plastic, and they're on like a little mushroom and peg type deal, but it's not a big deal. And it rolls fairly decently. A little bit of tab visibility, but it's okay. Of course, you've got his leg traps inside of there, and that can be kind of irritating. But when you get around to that beautiful head sculpt, it just makes you say, oh yeah, Rodimus, this is what we got into the game for. It's kind of it kind of makes you think about or brings to mind some of that Carry head sculpt. These guys could be brothers going out of town. You want to go out of town? Yeah, I want to go out of town, man. Pick up some chicks with that cool head sculpt. Only thing that's a drawback with this head sculpt, you turn to the side, it's kind of flat. He's got a little bit of flat head. Move that shoulder, and you'll see he's got some serious flat head. He's a flat head type of guy. But when you go back to this old Carry guy, who's really my favorite go-to guy, he's got a little bit of flat head too. So, I mean, what are you going to do about that? Nothing much. I think you can just live with it because it's worth it, especially for the price you pay for this guy. I think it's kind of cool. When we get here, overhead shot, I love the fact that they tried their best to represent and fully respect the original design with the Rodimus collar here, because without that collar, he's just not Rodimus. Look at the MP for sure. Look at that. It lets you know, right? And I mean, he's got a little bit of gappage here, which kind of sucks, but again, you can take care of that. I'm sure there'll be some third party or some fan-made solutions for that. Got a little bit of detail work right inside of here. Got the flame with the Autobot symbol. Oh, cool, cool. Right here, they keep in trend and classic design with this little bit of yellow paint right here on the forearm. That looks really good. The detail work, the line work is, check this out, better than the daggone carry, I would dare say. I think that's kind of cool. That's kind of okay. I think this is closer to what we come to expect from a Rodimus design. But I kind of dig this line work in here, man. And the paint over it makes it really pop. I think I like that. I think I like that. Now, you got these little pipe things on his arm here, which go along with his classic design. It's pretty cool how they fit that into the picture. Look at the carry guy. He's got him too. Now, what would have made this really cool is there was some chrome on there. Now, you're saying it's a Hasbro toy. Why would they have chrome? Because it costs $40 freaking dollars. If it costs $40 freaking dollars, give me a little bit of chrome. But I'm not going to complain. I'm going to try and be fair and decent about this one. Now, you will notice a few things that kind of just stand out as weird, right? But then you come around to those headlights and you say, oh, power of the prime hot Rodimus. I can't be mad at you. And then you come down here and you see more of that tradition. Look at that flap. Look at that flap. Let me get inside his crotch. Look at that flap. Now he's flashing us with his flap on the flasher flap. And you come back to the old school and look what you got. You got a little bit of flap, flash in action. So Rodimus is traditionally a flasher, and there's just no way around it. Possibly a perv, and that'll probably please some of you Rodimus haters. So yeah, we'll go ahead and call that. Rodimus is a perv. But then you get down here to his quads, and look at those quads. Oh, those quads are beautiful. Nice detail work. A little wash over that would have been great, but it's okay. I'm not going to die. If you get in close, you got a little bit of detail right in there. A nice little square cut out. And that detail is better than the MP detail. Oh, snaps. That's kind of cool. Now, you get down here to the legs, the bottom of the legs, and they decide to treat you with a little bit of stickerage. And you know what? Stickerage is always good. I loves me some stickerage. Stickerage is always great. And it's even got a heel spur. Wow. Some detail in here that could have been brought out with some color, but it's okay. We forgive you because traditionally Rodimus's boots and all of that crap are black. We're really gray, but I'll forgive you for the black, and I'll forgive you for the fact that there's no color in there or nothing to bring the detail in the line work out and make it pop. I mean, the gray probably would have been better with a wash over that, but you're not going to get that in a $40 Hasbro retail figure. So be happy with what you got because it's cool. I likes that. Why the fuck is that hand right there? Speaking of hands, he has bald fists, no articulation. I wouldn't expect it, but what I do like is it's not crappy. And then because of the paint over it, right, and the base coat, it kind of stands out a little bit. The line work kind of stands out, and that's what we come to love about figures with paint. It just really pops, right? Now, when we go around to this side, a lot of things start becoming apparent that these guys really just slipped up on, and you know what? We're going to give them a pass only because it's been a very long time since you've gotten this kind of quality out of Hasbro when it comes to a figure. I mean, just be real. If it's not an MP or something like that, let's just be real. Some of their Voyager figures may have been good back in the day, but they started slacking now again to the back. I don't really understand what we're doing here. I don't know where we're at. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting lost. I'm falling into a black hole. Someone rescue me. Save me. Save me. And then you come right around just in time to get some stickerage on the side here. You know, there's stickers on the side. It makes you feel good again, right? So that's just really a nice thing that they're doing there to save this figure, right? And again, back to that face sculpt. When things get scary, when things get nervous, when I feel like criticizing them, I look at that face sculpt. Now, what you don't have is any kind of light piping, but you know what? That face sculpt is so gorgeous. I can live with it. Let's go back on mount. One of the coolest things is the way they incorporated the deluxe class figure, which is the hot rod, into the Rodimus body. Now, I would have loved for the trailer to have been a little more detailed or even given a little more consideration, but you know what? We will survive. Now, when you buy this, it comes in this form out of the box, right? Matter of fact, if you want to see the box, let me show you the box. You want to see the box? There's the box. Look at the box. Oh, man, there's the box. Oh, look at that. Oh, cool. It comes with some pretty cool things, such as one, a card. See this card right here? It comes with this card. I'm always happy about a car in the back. Got some Rodimus Quintus. Not really into that Quintus whole thing. And he's got like a little bit of story. You can read that shit on your own. Then he comes with, of course, his manual. And to be perfectly honest, this is one of the rare times that I actually had to read the manual. There's a lot of steps. These guys, man, they're fucking with third party heavy, man. They're getting on a third party game. So his trailer, when you take him out, it transforms into this. No, it doesn't. Actually, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It totally doesn't. To his credit, one of the best things about this figure is he's heavily secured, seriously tabbed. Oh God, watch this. Oh God, it's so painful, right? You roll that up and you can see some weird stuff going on right there. Right, shit, get off the pot. He comes with a matrix of his own, and then you can take this little, and the matrix itself is pretty cool. I mean, let's get inside of there. It's got a little bit of a clear bittage in the center part right here, like a little blue transparent plastic here with some gray around it. This is a 2-piece bit. You pop that shit out and you got this framework, and you can get the other pieces that you can buy individually, and you can stick them right on inside of there. Power of the primes. He also comes with his little Rodimus shotgun, and you know what, man, the molding of this bit is pretty cool, and it makes me wonder because I mean it's really similar to the MP weapons, and I wonder if they used that original mold to make this piece here. And unfortunately, I don't think I have that original weapon for my MP hot rod on hand. I got the other one. I don't know. I'm not finna fuck with all that. But yeah, he's got this. So he's got these weapons. Just single cast plastic. Nothing serious about it as far as coloring or in the way of color or anything like that. But I mean, the line work is pretty cool. The mold is pretty cool. You can get up on it. You can see the detail. The handle is pretty standard, and there's a little bit of waffling under it. And you can plug this bit into this bit. I am pretty sure this is the. Hey, matter of fact, hit me in the comments down below and let me know if you do believe, if you got this guy, if this is the same mold as the original weapon for the original hot rod. Which hot rod I'm talking about? Talking about this guy. All right. So then you can also put his weapon inside of his hand. Bow, like that, and then he's holding it up. He's ready to shoot it. And if he's hunting, like let's see how cold this is. Let's see how cold it is. Nah, he's not really gonna. Can't really do that. Not gonna possibly get the. Not really gonna. Okay, that's not gonna work. But you can take this right here. You can unplug it. Plug it inside it. Get inside of there. It's so tight. Oh, the hole is so tight. Oh, it's so tight. And then he's got 2 little guns. But he's so big with these little guns. And it's kind of weird. He seems like he's just too big for these little guns. These little guns is not working. So, take these out. Oh, God, let's get him out. Let's get him out of there. All right. Articulation-wise, he's got thighs on his traps. So, he's got some serious motion there, right? As far as his shoulder joints, it's kind of weird, kind of awkward up in there, but you can go all the way around here. I mean, he's got some serious ball joint and hinge going on inside there, but it's just, messed up. It's blocked off by the inside of that shoulder bit there, which is actually a leg, right? Head goes, for the most part, side, not all the way around, only because of these collar bits here. If you wanted to really force it, you can scrub that paint off his face. Is that paint? He's got paint on his face. Forgot about that. You can scrub it off his chin a little bit and go all the way around. But there's really no point inside of that, right? No point. He can not really look up or down because that's kind of fixed, right? He's got no articulation at the waist. He's not got no articulation at the waist. He's got a bend here at the elbow. He's got a swivel here at the wrist. Oh God, it's good swiveling at the wrist. Doesn't do no twisting there. But he does have his little flasher pack right here that goes up. And then of course you've got hinges and ball joints right there inside. Hinges and swivels and all of that crap right here inside of here. And it's a soft ratchet. Let's see. Hear that? Soft ratchet. There you go. All right. Then you got a little knee articulation right there. Single pin going through. There you go. So you can get all the way there. All the way there. That's kind of weird. He's like, he's double jointed or something. So, his milkshake brings all the fembots to the yard, I guess. And then, of course, you have, this is what I will say is pretty impressive. Look at that. He's got a rocker. Oh, he's got a rocker. Look at that rocker. That's a rocker. Love me some rocker. And because of that rocker, oh, rocker. Love some rocker. And then because of the transformation, you can go up here and go back down. You can go up here and go back down. You can go back up here and you can go back down. Then of course his heel spur flips inside of there. That's not really important. Hey, but guess what? You don't really gotta have a heel spur out from the stand up. I'll point that out. I mean, he stands up better without it, but you don't really gotta have it. Look at that guy. Look at that guy stand up. Going off mount. Stand up without the heel spur. Oh, yeah. Going back on mount. If you want to get him out there real wide, looking through the back of his back hole, you can see everything through his back hole. Yeah, that's about how far you got there. All right, cool. Yeah, right, cool. And then that's everything. All right. Now, let's get into some hot rod inside of my chest with my waist raping him action, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of weird. So, pop this up, right? And you can see that they're interconnected here by this strange, I mean, why would you pick that? That's just really, and then of course he's got the double flasher perv flap thing. That's just, you can get some double flash perv flap going on. That's just really weird to have double flash perv flap. I don't, double flash perv flap, I guess, I don't know. But in any case though, it's right there. And if you want to get it off, you gotta really put some strength into it and then you get it out of there. Okay. And this thing comes off, but it's all right. I mean, we're not going to hold it against them, right? Okay, so this, and luckily this thing right here is just like a little slide-on bit that goes right inside of here, right? Okay, yeah, put it back in there. Oh. Put his little flasher perv thing back down like that. Okay, cool. And then you can bring this back down just so I can show you how he looks separated, right? So take it to the side, put it aside just for a second, and we're going to just take a look at this right here. All right, take a look at that. Okay. It's kind of awkward. Like it's just this whole mass of, it's not even really a backpack. It's a back hip pack, if you will, I guess. I don't know. It's a lot of weight on, it's going to affect his knees when he gets older to have that much. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. It's fine. This thing right here swivels around for reasons of transformation. I was going to say for transportation. Transformation is what I really meant. And of course the sticker here, because it's already parted, you get a little bit of peeling action here, and this is just on mine. I don't know about anybody else's, but you get a little bit of peeling on the stickers when you're opening this up, because you got to open that thing up, really. It falls upon you to do that, right? Never forget to give him back his matrix, or he won't be Hot Rod the leader anymore. He'll just be Hot Rod the loser guy that killed Prime, and everybody hates him because he killed Prime. So we'll put this back in place, I guess, some kind of way. I can't remember how I did it. It's kind of work. There we go. Put that back in place like that. I'm gonna stick it back in place. And from what I understand, these are all interchangeable. So you know, knock it out, knock your hearts out, your heart's desire. Okay. All right, stop joking around, Brave. Let's really transform this guy's backpack, hip pack, waist thing. Flip this deal up like that. All right, you're gonna flip that piece up, right? You're gonna take his strange, freaky perv flap and flap that piece up like that too, right? Just going up here like this. Okay, open that up like this right there. Okay, open it like this right there. Fold that down like this right there. Take that piece like this right there. Fold it like this right there. So you're gonna just kind of sandwich that all the way down. I'm thinking right now. For right now, we'll see how that goes. Maybe I may change that here in the future. These pieces are gonna come all the way down and just kind of snap into place like that. Snap into place like that. Bring these around like this. Take this portion right here, open these pieces right here like that, and like that, right? You see these two pegs right side of here? See those pegs? You're gonna bring those together. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice, it's nice. And he's kind of got this accord, this little collapsing thing. You're gonna just, there you go. Collapse that piece, right? These tabs right here are gonna fit into these little slots right inside of there, right? I'm just gonna, oh yeah, just gonna make sure it fits nice and tight. It just locks into place. You should hear a nice snap. Hold on, let's hear that again. All right. Oh yeah. And you take these pieces right here. Make sure that's tight. That's gotta be tight. That's gotta be tight. Take these feet. See these little tabs right here? See that little slot right there? Your little slot tabs. You're just gonna push that up, and that's the back of them, right? That's the back of them. All right. And there's his wheels. And this thing is going, you can just, matter of fact, you can just leave this open for right now because we got to slide his car in there at some point, right? But this is all going to be cool right here like that for right now. All right. Top of the body, this piece is going to keep falling off. Get it out of the way. Top of the body part right here. Take these arms, just snap them off. They got these little grooves inside of here, these little joints inside of there, and they kind of pop on. For those of you that's transforming it back to robot mode, make sure that you have, make sure that you have this piece here facing forward, okay? Not to be confused with that piece back there. All right. Oh, yeah, come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. I'm going to tell you, for a Hasbro figure, this guy's got some serious tappage. All right, so these portions right here are going to join together, right? So take these pieces right here. You can just, the fists are going to be shown. There's no way to get around that. So just find the thing that you can find the formation that you can live with, right? Take this piece here. Flip it around. All right, get it out of the way. Flip it around. Did you hear that tap when that popped out? See that little tap right there? See that little slot right there? That piece is sturdy, boy. Look at that. Right there. Right there. Oh, yeah. And it just locks into place. I like the way that locks. I'm telling you, there's something sturdy about this figure that I really like. Pop it back again. then you got some detail work inside of there, some nice detail work. I really appreciate that because it's not even on this side, right? And then, of course, you got some stickers. They got all kinds of little stickers all over the place, little bonuses. All right, you just pop that inside of there again. Okay. All right, same thing over here. Yeah. Okay. So then the next thing we're going to do is take these little fists and arms, by way of these little tabs and slots. Let's get you in there so you can see them. I don't want you to feel like you're missing it. Tabs and slots and tabs. All right, we're going to bring these together. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's so nice. All right. Okay, so the tricky part for this portion of it is that this fits inside of here, and there's a strange way of doing it. All right. So what I like to do is take these pieces here and just kind of fold them forward just to get them out the way for a second here. All right. Yeah. All right. And you can see inside there, you got a little opening inside of there, right? And you see little grooves and all that, right? So we're going to just take it and we're going to just put it in there. Oh, yeah, that's so nice. And everything locks into place. It's really tabbing well, this guy is. And that's pretty much the top of the trailer vehicle, just kind of pushing there. There you go. Now it's snapped into place. It's locked in there. That guy's not going anywhere. That's what you want. And you can still just leave these kind of off to the side if you want, or if you want to close them for right now, you can do that. We're gonna come back to this later. We're gonna deal with this guy a lot later, not right now. All right. Okay. So back to this mess that is the hot rod figure, right? So here's what we want to do with this guy right here. We want to do some things with this guy. Okay, so we're gonna fold this head. Is gonna go down to the chest, folding forward. It's like kind of like a flip, flipping. There we go. All right. So now you should have this in this kind of format right here. Oh, yeah. And then you're going to take this little tab right here. I don't know why I keep doing that voice. And you're going to just slide it back in. You should hear it snap. And it kind of rotates, too. That's kind of cool. It's rotating, and that's cool. All right. So we're going to bring these legs down. We're going to fold that down some more, and just rotate them bad boys like that. Rotating them. All right. And then we're going to open that up, and we're going to slide out that foot. Flip it out. Close it back. Same thing on the other side. All right, let me do that. Right there. There you go. Oh, yeah. And then you can... What's wrong with me? I just can't stop doing it. All right. So what you're going to do is right here, you would think you're going to rotate it up and then slide it. But no, you're not going to do that because it can't do that, right? This is only a $40 figure. What are you thinking? So you're going to just take this piece. It's on a double hinge here. You're going to rotate it up. And you see this little tab right there, and you see that little slot right there, and you're going to tab that bitch like that. You're going to tab it just like that, because he's got double chest syndrome. See, you got a chest right here, and you got a chest right here. Now, how many of you guys remember when everybody was talking crap about Fast Toys possibly cheating with fake chests and stuff? You hypocrites. Okay. Some more tab action we got popping off, right? We're going to bring these down. These are going to be his arms, right? And then you're going to take this portion and you're going to separate it. Oh, just separate it. Oh, we're just going to separate it. Oh, there we go. We're going to just bring it down. Oh, there we go. Because it's on his tab. This guy's got some really strong tabs. He's got some fortitude. I will give him that. All right. And then we're going to take our chest piece. We're going to, just fold it down. That's actually one of the easier things to move. And then you can see in here, you can see the pins that this rotates on, right? Yeah, there you go. All right. Now you're going to take this piece here because he's got double head. You can never get enough head. He's got double head. And then you're going to take it and it's on a pin here. You can just kind of telescope it up, right? And you just swap it around. Those headlights go inside. That's pretty neat. And you're gonna just pop it down, and you're gonna bring it up, and look at that hot rod head. Oh gosh, yeah, ooh, hot rod head. Okay, so there we go, and that's this hot rod here. That's this hot rod. That's all you got to him. That's it. We're going to tripod. Okay, so from foot to head, head to toe. Let's go from foot to head. Got some nice shiny black plastic. It's not really nice, it's just really plain. But he's got a sticker on there, and you can never beat a sticker. Never beat a sticker. Turn him to the side there. He's got a wheel. Turn him to the back there. He's got another sticker and some nice little groovy work. And he's got some translucent plastic right there with a double hinge and that back piece we've seen. He's got a little bit of detail work in that fin tail thing. Fan thing is pretty cool. I like that a lot. This is kind of hokey. The way the arms are set up, that's kind of hokey. It really is. And then you come here and you got a ball joint right there. That's garbage. That's really garbage. But you got a sticker there, so hey, smile. And then you got a little bit of paint right there. That's always good. Get into that face sculpt. Oh, look at that face sculpt. They're making up for everything with that face sculpt like that. A little bit of fire on his chest, got the little Autobot imprint, yeah. And you got his little freaky flapper, freaky peaky thing. And then you come on back out and go back on tripod. I know the question you're all wondering. I know what you're all wondering. I know what you all want to know. When we put this guy next to the most recent Hasbro Hot Rod, how does he stand up? How does he look? Let's get them together and let's see. All right, there we go. You better stand up, Hot Rod. Ooh, better stand up, ooh. This is the one that came out, I think it's like, I don't know, what the Titans Return or whatever that Headmaster fake crap they had popping off. That's what that one is. It's bull crap. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still like it because it's Hot Rod, but it's bull crap, right? It's just, that's a whole different review, right? But you can see the comparison here. And to be quite honest, this one is far ahead of this one on many things, like standing for one, right? But then this one does have its drawbacks, right? Now, let's not pretend like the technology on this arm is so far ahead of this one, but I will say that I do like the idea of having a hinge with a pin better than a ball joint. I mean, that's just dumb, but he ain't got no stickers, so fuck that guy, right? And then if you look at the head sculpt comparison, obviously night and day. Let's get on this guy. Let's look at that head sculpt, because they did some good job in the head sculpt. I like that head sculpt. I really like that head sculpt. I mean, for it to be a daggone Hasbro toy, I like that head sculpt. But let's see something. Hold on. Let's see something. Let's get a good comparison right quick. Because what do I have within reach? I got MP Hot Rod. Not the MP Rodimus, but the MP Hot Rod, who also has a weird, freaky flap thing. I'm not sure what's up with them with this weird, freaky flap thing, but he's got it. Okay. So here's what I want to ask you guys. I'm going to get rid of the glasses there and put his glasses away. I can't stop doing that voice. I just can't stop doing it. All right. If you had to choose, this is what I want to ask you. You look me down in the comments and let me know. If you had to choose between these head sculpts, which one would you choose? Because I don't know, man. I think I like the head sculpt on this guy. I mean, yeah, he's got paint and shit, but I think I like the head sculpt on this guy better. What if this guy had this guy's paint sculpt? That would have been so freaking cool. All right. So getting past that. But then also, if you want to see how tall he is, there you go. There we go. So let's get some Hot Rod comparisons in, okay? So we got to do some Hot Rod comparisons now. We're going to do some Hot Rod comparisons. Do the Hot Rods. Stand up, you fricker. All right, there we go. There's some Hot Rod comparisons in. There we go. Yeah, Hot Rod comparisons. And that thing keeps swiveling. That stupid thing stop swiveling. All right, Hot Rod comparisons. There we go. The guy's going to stand up. All right. So there we go. And if you really want to be, just to do it, we can always throw the old classics chug joint inside there. And he's really the tiny guy. He's tinier than everybody, right? So there you go. There's the order. There you go. You got that. So to answer your question of whether or not you could use the old, the older Hasbro versions in place of him, no, I don't think you can. I mean, I've seen some cool little fan modes where they use a protector armor to kind of spiffy up that overall Rodimus combined mode or whatever. But for the most part, no, you can't. No, you can't. All right. So let's get back into this guy real quick, real fast. All right. Articulation wise, we've already dealt with this. You got a little bit of spinach here. All right. Nice little head sculpt on that guy, right? A little bit of paint here and there, some grays. A lot of stickerage, like some stickerages. Got a hinge, got a hinge right here. You got a ball joint inside of there, ball joint right there on the hinge. There's a whole lot of articulation just for the mode, just for the transportation thing. Now, when you get right here to the hand, you don't really got nothing. You don't get nothing on that fist. And then you got these pipes that's really kind of hokey, but it's got paint on it. So I guess you might like it. I don't freaking know. And then you get right here, and you got a little double hinge right there. I guess you could say he's got a. No, you can't really say he's got an ab crunch. You can't pull it off. But he can do the splits at least. Look at that split. Oh, you got a split, right? And then you got here, you got a little bit of motion here in the knee. So there you go, because of the hinge, because of the transformation. And then look at that. He is a peacock. Look at that guy. All right. Okay, so let's get into transformation because I think it's necessary at this point. Transformation for this guy is pretty easy. I mean, it's kind of hokey. There are some cool elements, but then there are some elements, right? All right, let's go. Just take this thing right here and just spin that around, okay? And then take this piece here and like you're going back to that other mode. All right, flip this around. collapse it, bring it back up. Now you got these tabs here. You can bring those into place, and they're gonna snap, buddy. They're gonna snap. It's all about to snap. And even these pieces right here, this is on a serious hinge as well. Like, I mean, a serious peg as well, right? These boys lock into place. They're not going nowhere. All right. There you go. It's not going anywhere. No, it's not. No. All right. Take the feet, and let's get rid of those guys. Just push them back up inside of there. Like that. All right. Yeah. Okay. And then you're going to take the feet, and you're going to take this piece right here. See these tabs? You need slots. And see that little joint right here? A little tab right there, a little peg right there? You're going to just lock those into place. And I mean, it's really no more than that, right? This part right here is kind of, not really tricky, but it's kind of finicky, right? But there you go. Just kind of put it in place, snap it in. So we got to force it sometimes. Let them know who's boss. First time's always the hardest. I got problems. All right, so now that's snapped in place. That's secured, right? Cool. All right. So for the most part, you can see you already got the car, right? Take these little pieces right here. It's on this little hinge right here. It's going to extend. You're going to bring it on about. And there you go. Hot rod all day. All right, okay. There we go. Everybody's got a hot rod. That's kind of weird, but I'm not going to say anything about it. There we go. And this is a hot rod mode. I mean, it's a decent little car for what it is. I mean, you understand it's got to surrender a few things here and there to make the overall thing work. But yeah, I can't say it's that far for what hot rods should be, right? I kind of dig these little vent things right here. Can you get in there? Can you see them? Yeah, I kind of dig that. I like it. I like it a lot. Transparent, I like that a lot. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. All the detail work that was dispersed throughout the figure kind of comes together in the vehicle mode. So it's not the worst vehicle mode ever, especially for the cost. Like if this was by itself, I would assume it'd be like a $15 figure, which they probably try and give us for 20 of those sons of bitches. But yeah, there you go. All right, let's compare it. All right, so here we go. I can't stop doing that voice. All right, so here we go. We're all transformed now. Can you guess which one is the Power of the Primes hot rod? Of course you can. It's this guy right here. All right, so here we have Titans Returns, Power of the Primes, and then the MP hot rod. Okay, now, obviously, this is a whole nother weight class right here, right? But funny enough, right? Rose, snaps. Because the MP, for some reason, maybe I've got to mistransform it. I don't think so. I've always had problems pegging in these legs. It's a whole different other review. We're not going to get into that right now. But the leg pegging on this one on the inside of these shin bits and in the back here have always been kind of crappy, right? So, and I think this actually goes, I don't know. But all I know is it doesn't get to the ground. The wheels are like, it's got hydraulics. Got flat chests on both of these. This guy surprisingly has more curve to his chest than anyone, right? Again, the alt mode looks pretty good. I mean, it's decent enough for what it is. Let's not go overboard, right? Let's not spend too much time bull crapping each other. It's okay for what it is. It does keep with some traditions. I do like the idea of still having the fan. I think it pulls off the traditional look far better than this one, although this one is far more seamless than this guy and possibly even this guy, which is really weird, right? Like that's really strange. But this guy can do the whole, thing pops up and you can, if you're gonna ride Daniel, let's see if we can do it just because I like doing it. I don't know. I can't. I'm not gonna waste time with that right now. So if you're gonna ride Daniel, ride in style. If you're gonna ride Daniel, which one would you choose? I don't freaking know. One issue that stands out for me on this one, if you haven't picked up on it by now, let me point it out. There's no hot rod engine. There's no cams. He ain't got his cams up here. His camshafts is not popping. He ain't got it. And that kind of, I don't know. His turbo hot rod engine is just not there. And I think that's not hot rod without that. Although there is a tab here. So maybe someone can make something for that and maybe you would be interested in purchasing it. I'm not going to die without it. But yeah, that's the hot rod. Side comparison, please. All right. Yeah. From the side, obviously this guy is classic hot rod all day. This is not really a classic take on hot rod, but it damn sure is shaped better. I do like the the curvy shape of that. This guy is just really flat. But I mean, hot rod is fine. Then you got this big space gap going on, right? Space gap, you can see right through you. But for what it is, for the cost of it, I guess it's okay. I mean, you got to consider if the whole thing is $40, this is probably no more than $14 or $15. So yeah, it is what it is. But it does roll, and if you go up under him, you can see all of the bot. You go up under him, you can see none of the bot. And this was like, I think like a couple of dollars, like $15 or less, I think. And that's crazy. You see no bot here, not none. Of course, you can see all of the bot. And then up under here, MP status, you don't really see nothing but the head and maybe there's bits there. So it's funny because this cheap guy right here covers the bot better than anybody. That's just weird. And just in case you want to see how this hot rod stands up against a Dezefticon supercharged engine, because you've seen enough hot rods and you want to know what it's like against somebody else. Bow, there he goes with some transformation Stunticon action. And I mean, the scale is pretty decent as far as the vehicle goes. So do with that what you will. I think these scales much better with this guy, but this is MP class, so you know, take that as what it is. All right. But yeah. Let's get to what you've been waiting for. So let's get down to some action, all right? So here we have the trailer, here we have the hot rod. If you want to merge the trailer with the hot rod and make the Rodimus Prime Alt Mode, here's what you gotta do, all right? First things first, take these bits right here and fold them out like this, all right? This thing right here, man, I mean, for what it's worth, it's a tabbing monster, dude. Like, it gets secured down, and this mode is kind of finicky, but I'm going to be just keeping it honest with you. But it still is tabbed very well. They handle the tabbing very, very well. Got a tab right there. Got some slots right there, right? The waffling is used. You got tabs inside of the hot rod pipes there, slots right there. You got some slots right there, and then there's, of course, there's tabs all over this guy, right? So you're gonna take these tabs back here and these waffle slots right there, and you're gonna interconnect them like Voltron. Like making noises. All right, so that's gonna go inside of there. Don't you embarrass me. Don't you do it. And then, of course, you have a tab up here and a slot and tab up there. Don't you embarrass me. Don't do it. All right. Oh, yeah. I'm going to just jam this guy inside of there. And you can already see just how secure that guy is. We're going to get tall. We're going to get long. So messed up. All right. So this slot right here is going to go into this tab right here. It's kind of weird, finicky. Doesn't always work out well, but we're going to try it. There you go. Oh, you went in. It's so good. It's so good. Anyway, come on this side. Oh, you came off. You son of a bitch. You embarrassed me. I think of all the tabbing, these little side bits right here are the worst. And it's not really bad on any other tabbing, just to be quite honest with you. But if you got to pick some bad tabbing, that's the bad tabbing, right? So if it doesn't exactly tab in on these, I would advise you to skip it, because it's not really a big deal. You're going to flip this hinge back on its forward piece right there. It's going to tab in, and you're going to close it up there, and you're going to fold these guys down, right? So we're going to just do that. Take this guy here, bring it down, and it's going to snap into place. Now you see this tab right here? It's going to, there you go. And I would advise you don't get caught up in trying to tab it. Like, if it don't make it, screw it, right? just to be honest, because it starts popping out all over the place, and then you got a whole problem. So tab it in again, fold it on back. There you go. All right. You motherfucker. There we go. All right. There we go. It's not really quick now. Then you're going to just fold that down. Just fix them real quick and we'll take a look at it. And there we go. There we have it. That's his Rodimus Prime Alt Mode there. It's all put together. Along the side bits here, the tabbing on the side here is kind of problematic. I would suggest you don't get caught up on it. Just don't do it, right? This tab is the most important between this triangle here of tabbing that you might get, right? As long as this one is straight, which is connects under here, you're all good and he's going to be secure. This tab right here, I wouldn't get caught up with either, because when you try to force that one and force this one, this pops loose and blah, 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 blah. Why even get caught up with that? This shit holds it in place. The one back here on the inside holds it in place. Then the tab on the inside up here holds it in place, okay? So like what you got, be happy, and roll with that. All right. So overall, this is the vehicle mode for the Rodimus Prime. And it's not too bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. Like from the top especially, it's okay. With the feet in place and all of that good stuff. There's a lot of cool little line work, some open areas here, but that serves a purpose. Sticker action makes it really pop as a low budget Rodimus Prime. You got your little stickers there. Nice little color scheme, a little bit of paint on the side. If anything, what I would say is kind of awkward is the red here, the bright red here against the dark red there. It's just kind of weird. I'm not sure if maybe that's the way it should be. Let's take a look at our old school guy. So here he is with the old school Rodimus right here, and I don't know. So the old school toy version is definitely a better flow of color. It's dark here, it's dark there, whereas this is just dark there and it's light there, and it's really just kind of awkward. It's weird. So I don't know. I think that that's kind of just strange. I'm not sure why this wouldn't be in the same plastic as this here. Not that they got to stay up to date. Not that they got to stay in trend with this, because again, this is not some kind of Takara toy, right? So get off of that, right? But just if you're looking at the old school, like just the old school comparison, I think it's pretty decent. I mean, if I'm being fair, and giving it the criticism as well as the credit that it deserves, I think it pulls it off pretty well. Some nice detail here, some vents and stuff. It just makes it pop a lot more than I would expect for a figure coming at Hasbro retail inside of a Toys R Us or a Walmart or something. I'm really surprised by that. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're saying. Brave. Thank you for the comparison, but I'm just saying, I need to see it next to Carrie. Oh God, please don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Come on, there's a reason why I stopped doing these toy reviews. Please don't make me do it. Come on, really? Really? You're gonna make me do it? You sons of bitches. Oh, you sons of bitches. Let me just say, I hate you all for making me do this. I hate you all. This thing, I mean, I love Carrie, but god daggone transforming. All right, so here we are with a good comparison of the Hot Rod Rodimus vehicle modes from old to new. Here we have the old school G1 guy here without his fin, right, his little thing there. And then I never understood why they didn't put it on Carrie either, but there you go. And again, even with Carrie, you can see the paint line, well, theoretically the paint liner, because that whole soft plastic never really worked out right. And then of course you have the power of the primes. Now the funny thing is Carrie is clearly bigger than him, but then at the same time Carrie transforms into something far smaller than him, which is really funny. Holes on top. So that's just kind of weird that you know, but he's so big, it's kind of cool too at the same time. So I don't know. Yet again, there you go. You do with it what you will, but that's the comparison right there for you. Have fun with it. You got a little thing, you know, but if you're gonna ride, then you. I like saying that. I don't know. So there we go. There's that. Now, one final thing I want to point out that you can do here. Take the weapon here, pop it apart, and you can just fix it there, and you can do that if you so choose. It's made to do that. Now you can shoot from the top. Pew! You can shoot from the top. Now, there is a guy on the Facebooks who's made some covers for these here for all you guys that are in on this and really want this thing. I don't know. I feel like it needs a little more than just. There's a few things you can make the cover to work on this here, but just for what it is, yeah, you can cover these. If I can find a link, I'll put it in the comments or the information section. Don't count on it though, because I don't know. I'm not endorsing them. I don't have anything to do with it. I'm not making no money off of it. This shit might work. This shit might not work. Don't come to me complaining. Please tell me you big, because no, I didn't tell you to go buy it. I'm just telling you it's available if you so want it. All right. Now. That is that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the little quick messing around we did with this guy. I guess you can call it a review. Return of Brave Story review? No, not really. What I will be doing here on the Detox channel is possibly doing a review at least once or twice a week, here just to give you guys a little more media to mess around with. And I kind of miss it sometimes, you know. I did see a Power of the Primes Prime, so is coming out or is in stores possibly. So if I can get my hands on it, then I'll review it. If you got one and you want me to review it, hey, hit us up in the comments. And make sure you guys hit subscribe and like on this video and send it all around. You can also check out more of my videos on the Well Dressed Nerd. Hey, if you guys like this video, go ahead down there and hit the likes. Make sure you subscribe. If you're not subscribed, hustle on over to the Well Dressed Nerd page like that, like and subscribe to the Well Dressed Nerd channel. Please check us out on the Instagram at Toy Detox, and you can also go to toydetox.com for your weekly dose of Toy Detox podcast. Also, shout out to the Cool Table Network. Make sure you go over and like the Cool Table Network. It's a lot of stuff for you to like. If you have not hit subscribe on all of the Cool Table Network shows, channels, please do that for us, because you know the changes that these pricks over here at YouTube are doing. We need to fight that. We need to combat that. We need to come together and stand as nerd brethren against the man and put our thumb in his eye and let him know we're not going down. We're not go quietly. We will not go quietly into the night. We are canceling the apocalypse. Let me get the fuck out of here. Hey, out of here. The world from the shadow of evil.